Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose. We're back with another video. I figured we'd do this a little bit different. This is the BoxyCharm Premium Unboxing and I'm doing it in a voiceover style. So the first item is a Laura Geller Lippy. The next item is a tinted face oil from Kosas in the shade 06 tone or whatever. Next is a brow pencil from Fenty Beauty in the shade dark brown. The fourth item is from Illuminati times Issa, which is Isabel Bedoya. She's a YouTuber, and these are the colors. And I'll let you know what I think about it when I get to the try portion. So the next item is from Clarins. It's a instant smooth primer type of thing. And the last item is exfoliating wipes. From the brand Go-To, I think is what it's called. So moving on to the try-on portion, I am going to start off with the exfoliating wipes, and they smell like straight up citrus, like oranges all day, every day. I freaking love them, and they really do exfoliate the face. It felt really nice and refreshing, and as you can see, my face looks quite hydrated. So the next product I'm using is from Clarins. Is the Instant Smooth thing. I used it as a primer. As you can see right there, it says blur effect and apply before makeup or as a base. So that is what I used it as a primer. And it did do a really nice job at blurring my pores, and it was really smooth on the face, so I do like that. It wasn't really tacky or nothing. It was like really smooth, like velvet smooth. So then the next product I'm going in with is from Fenty Beauty, and it is the brow pencil. That is what the spoolie brush thing looks like, and then it is a fine micro tip pencil, and the shade is a little bit warm for me, but I made it work. I don't mind a warmer brow pencil or brow product, period, sometimes, because sometimes I go a bit dark, but I do have dark hair, so that is why I do that. Also, I'm not only going to be using the products from this BoxyCharm in this video, I am also going to be using the products from my base box from the month of October as well, because I only did an unboxing, so I'm going to be trying those products in this video as well. So if you saw my BoxyCharm base box unboxing, then you will see me try these products or those products in this video. And if you didn't, I will leave it linked in the cards in the left or right top corner. I never know where it's at, but yeah, you'll see a pop-up. So next, I'm going to be going into the eyeshadow palette from the premium box, and I'm taking the shade Colombiana, which is basically a white shade to set down my eyeshadow primer / concealer. I don't remember what I used. I'm pretty sure I used concealer if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just taking that white shade and setting my lids. So next I'm taking the Sol de Janeiro lip balm that I got from my base box, and I'm going to apply that because I hate when my lips are dry and chapped, which is like 24/7. So the next shade I'm taking is Addie from the eyeshadow palette, which is like an orange shade. I'm going to throw that into the crease and use that as a transition shade. Thoughts on the lip balm. The lip balm was pretty smooth. I don't like the white cast that it leaves, but I use my lip balms for lip prep while I'm doing my makeup, so nobody's gonna see me in that tint or lip balm anyways. So I thought it was okay, and it smelled a little weird, kind of good, kind of bad. I don't know. The next shade I'm taking is called Baby Girl. This shade is just a little bit warmer in tone. It's more on the red side, as you can see. I believe it's next to the shade that I used before this, and you can definitely see the difference. So when it's a little bit more orange and when it's a little bit more red. And as you can see, I had to build up these shades so much. The mattes are super powdery. The next shade I used was called Rose, and that was the only shade that was really easy to plop on the lid and actually showed up and was pigmented-ish. The two shades before that were super powdery, and I had to like spend 20 minutes building them up alone, which was super annoying. But Rose was pretty. The next shade I used is a like shimmer shade called Rich, and that was kind of pretty, but I feel like mattes should be where the performance like improves. Like shimmers and metallics are really easy to formulate, but mattes are kind of, key to a look sometimes. Um, but overall the palette, I made it work for the look. Am I gonna be reaching for it like all the time? Probably not. So as you can see, I'm going back into the shade Rose just to blend out that harsh line so there's no edges. And yeah, I'm pretty um okay with how the look came out. Again, I'm probably not going to reach for this palette like all the time. So I went into the shade Soul. I completely forgot. that I added some black, which is kind of what the shade Soul is. It does have like slight shimmers in there, but they don't really appear in the shadow when you put it on the lid. As you can see from my facial expressions, this shade was the biggest mistake I made to this look. So I just try to go back in with Rose and, you know, put that over the black to make it look like a deeper red. But that black did not want to blend for nothing. And trust me, I was blending. Like I was literally almost stabbing my eye out, as you can see. So once I finished with that, I popped on some lashes, liner. The next product I'm going to be using is the Kosas Skin Face Oil. And that face I made is because I dropped it and I'm super clumsy. Also, don't mind my son. He just decided to pop in to my background and just chill on his tablet. So as you can see, this shade 06 tone is clearly not my shade. Way too light. And as far as this product, it is super oily and made my makeup look tremendously bad. I went over it with the L'Oreal Full Wear foundation in a better shade, and I used this foundation in a different shade before. I know the formula and I know how fresh and flawless it can make the skin look. So the fact that putting it over that Kosas Skin Face Oil, I know that's what messed with this foundation's formula, and it made my face look super, super cakey. So I don't recommend, and I'm probably gonna declutter that in my next declutter or something, or I'm probably just gonna throw it out whenever I notice it again. So now that I'm done with the face, I'm going back into the palette to finish off the lower lash line, and I'm taking that brown shade and just smoking it out on the lower lash line. Actually, I mixed all three of the shades, but I mainly focused on the brown shade. So that might be a little confusing, but like I dipped into all three and then like double dipped at the end like into the brown shade. And then on the outer corner, I focused the rose shade just so that, it looks cohesive. And I took the same lid shade and popped it on the inner corner for inner corner highlight. And I want to say that is it for this look. I also applied this to my brow bone. So then I just go back in with no extra product just to blend out the edges where my brow bone highlight and that transition shade meet. So then I'm taking the resting BITCH face palette from Pretty Vulgar. I got this face palette from my base box, and it basically has two bronzers, two blushes, and two highlighters. So I'm taking a mixture of both of the bronzer shades to bronze my face. So I normally bronze my cheekbones, my temple, like my forehead area, the perimeter, and then my nose and my jawline. It brings some warmth back to the face. So after that, I'm going to take a mixture of the two blushes and just pop that on the cheekbone and blend it into the bronzer that's on my cheeks. But I really like to focus the blush on the apples of my cheek and a little bit on the tip of my nose because it makes me look like I'm cold, and it's perfect for fall in my opinion. And then the same for highlighter. I'm taking a mixture of the highlighters that's in the palette and just applying it to the high points of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, well, the top of the bridge of my nose, the tip, my temple, my chin, and my cupid's bow. And then I'm taking the Tarte Maracuja setting spray, which I got from my base box. Along with these two lip pencils, I also got them in the base box. These are from Ace Beauty. It came in a duo set, and I'm taking the more brown shade, not the red one, and I'm just gonna line my lips. And then I think the last new product that I have to try is from Laura Geller, which is the lippy. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, then drop a thumbs up and drop a comment down below about what you guys thought. I had like the only brain fart right now, so sorry for the pause. But yeah, drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and drop a comment about what you think. Also, putting concealer in the center of the lips is such a good trick if you're trying to like create a nice ombre lip. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Please don't forget to hit that please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you guys go. I'd love to have you guys join the Rose family. And on that note, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying blessed. Enjoy this little slow-mo that I do for you. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you are. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.